What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to a long episode in my path to power. Before we get into it, if you guys are looking to pick up any MSP or PSN cards, make sure to check out thegamekeys.co.uk, or if FIFA coins are more your thing, check out justfifacoins.com. You can use the code JAPES on either site to get yourself a 5% discount on their instant delivery. And away we go. So I am selling on the 4-3-3 squad that I had before. And it was a decent squad for us. We're going to have to wait to sell Mr. Cahill because he did pick up a red card. But the reason that we're going to sell them on is I have reinvigorated my love for the 4-2-3-1 formation. And you guys will know that pre-patch, the 4-2-3-1 was my go-to. Now I'm talking about the ones with the 3 attacking midfielders. When it comes down to it, a lot of my favorite players in the game are attacking mids. So if I can find a formation to incorporate as many of them as I can, which is the 4-2-3-1, I'm going to be a happy guy. I also think it's a ridiculously balanced formation when it comes to defense, possession, and the attack as well. So I think it's probably the most balanced formation for me in the game, and it's really, really good in Seasons game modes, not just Ultimate Team. But the main reason I went with this is because I was playing around on my main account. I built a team with some legends in it, and it just plays magnificently. So what I did is I went out and I tried to mirror a lot of the work rates that were involved in this legends team. And if you guys would like, at a later time, I can show you the squad that I'm using, or was using when I thought about building the team that I end up building here. Maybe I'll make a vid on that tomorrow I don't know. But anyways, looking at the work rates, and some of you guys will be able to guess, or if you do a little bit of research, you'll be able to figure out how they match up. But a lot of the players that I use have medium-low work rates or medium-medium work rates. And this works wonderfully for me because a lot of times when you have players with high work rates, they play plays a little bit too fast for what I like. And the last player to complete this squad, Karim Benzema, medium-low work rate on a striker. Now, I have been playing around with instructions for this formation as well, and I found one that seems to do the job pretty well. I still need to mess around with a few other things to try to test it out, but it seems to work out well. And you're going to see when I go into this first match, I actually end up forgetting to put the instructions on going in right away. So I pause it, and I'll show you exactly how it works out in the game. So we're going to head on into the Gold Cup to test this team out or the Champions Shield. It's always going to be the Gold Cup for me. I've been around with FIFA for a long time, so that's always what I'm going to remember calling it. So we got Karim Benzema, picks him up 30,250 coins. We're going to use the informed Jeremy Menez, again, medium-low work rate, 31,500 coins. Very worth it as far as relatively decent-priced informs go. James Rodriguez, medium-medium, 27,500 coins. And he's the one that does the medium-medium. I prefer almost the medium-low because I don't really care if he tracks back or not. I pick up Hernandez, who I think just showed medium-low. I'm not totally sure, but Hernandez, the reason I picked him up to be my central attacking mid, my catalyst for this formation, that position is ridiculously important. It's really what makes this whole formation tick. Hernandez has above 80 in shooting, passing, and dribbling. Put the Maestro chem on him, which I don't actually think I end up doing. I think I end up putting Artist on him to improve his dribbling and his passing, which is really, really good because his shooting is already quite strong. This works a charm. Now, I am using Freddie Guarin, who has high medium. Not my favorite thing, but because of that, I'm using a medium high in Mvila, who's actually really, really good. A very undervalued French holding midfielder. And I got to add one more player to the bench. The back line, pretty standard stuff for what would be a Serie A team. So it's a hybrid-ish team. Really, the ish is just Benzema and James Rodriguez, but they slot in nicely. And when it comes down to looking at Serie A attacking midfielders and strikers, you don't have tons of great options. So this is a kind of a good way to incorporate them in. I do go out and I buy a manager, though, and I slowed it down during the squad building part for you guys because a lot of you guys say, Japes, you skip over it too fast. Slow it down a little bit. And so that's exactly what I went out and did. So you only have to pay 200 coins for a Serie A manager, which is just fantastic. Give me that little extra chemistry boost. It brings Hernandez, because he's default CM, and I'm using him as a chem, so he's a little bit out of position, but it brings him up to 9 chem. He'll get 10 chem once I play the 10 matches with him. If we hold on to this team that long, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. But I decided to finally use a lot of the chemistry styles that I just never end up using, and I put I think I give Guarin Artist as well. And Freddie Guarin, he's just he's been in a lot of my teams lately, and it's because I bought Valderrama on my main account again. The first time I bought Valderrama, I think I paid about 900,000 coins, sold him for 1.1 million, and then I just recently bought him back for somewhere in the low 500s, I think. So really happy with that because he's a very, very enjoyable legend to use if you play to his strengths. If you don't ask him to do too much or don't try to do too much with him and play to the type of player that he was, you're going to have a good time. And we're coming up against this guy who's got, I think it's a Romanian flag on there, 4-1-2-1-2, pretty standard looking BPL side. He's using Walcott as a striker. Nothing shocking about that. And every time I see Rojo on a back line, I kind of smile. For what I do not rate Rojo on FIFA at all. He is very, very easy to get past. Also, Paulinho as a holding midfielder, I don't think is great. I'm going to switch off of Semi's shooting here, move on to assisted because I was missing. There were a lot of games that I could have won by a lot more, and I don't know. So we're going to know. I don't know. I'm going to give it a play around again today on assisted, see what I think. Scoring on semi is more rewarding and more fun, so I'm not quite sure where I want to go. Basically, the way this works is stay central for the striker, keep it on balanced, balance for all the attacking mids, put them on free form, and then the two holding midfielders stay back while attacking and cut passing lanes. I find this one to work out the best for me in terms of trapping my opponent in their own half and playing kind of, not necessarily a high pressure defense, but winning the ball back and allowing my team to retain possession and create a large portion of chances. Nice work here from James Rodriguez. Thought it was a little unlucky not to get that in, but he clears it out, and it is going to be, I think that was Hernandez winning it back. Benzema finds Rodriguez again. Lovely turn right here, and the near post on assisted shooting is the way to go. That is a very, very difficult shot to hit on semi, but on assisted, it's like the simplest thing in the world. So basically, I think the main reason that I switched back is because I wanted to be able to hit that shot with a higher frequency because of how good it is in Ultimate Team. Or probably on FIFA in general. So 1-0, and this guy's, his abbreviation I just saw, it's DTF. He's really really fond of himself, I guess. So we're gonna see it a few more times, and not great reactions from his keeper, but regardless, it's very, very easy. He tries to go straight forward with Walcott. That is not happening against my team. I have some very, very strong, good tacklers across my back line and in my holding midfield as well. And Hernandez actually works quite well getting back and tracking. So Benzema taken down, but he gets right back up. And how about this? Lovely chip into the far corner, giving me a 2-goal lead. Karim Benzema, welcome back to the squad. He's a player that I got in a pack very, very early on my main account. Ultimate Team wasn't overly impressed, but post-patch, I think I'm going to be able to get the best out of him again. Very, very good striker. Great ball control, great shooting, strong enough pace, strong enough physically, which we're going to see a little bit later on. Nice work here from James Rodriguez. Getting forward, you can see the switch is on. He's pushed players forward at this point to try to get back into the game. And Jeremy Menez, I really, really enjoy using him. And I wish that EA would... Well, his default card is a right wing, so he's been moved to a cam, which is great. Another player like that, Shaqiri, I cannot wait to incorporate into a team, but I haven't done it as of yet. Now, I wish, the only thing that's really frustrating is to get the most out of this formation. Sometimes when wingers get informs, with teams playing the 4-2-3-1, EA gives them their inform as a right mid. Like James Rodriguez has a right mid. He wasn't treated as a right attacking mid, so he'd be an inform as a cam. He's treated as a right mid. And I don't think there's really a good way of going about distinguishing which is which. Even though it's a right-sided player in this formation, it still considers it a cam or an attacking midfielder, so sometimes you kind of get screwed out of it. But on the bright side, you have a range of center forwards and strikers that you can move back as well, and there's certain ones that I would not hesitate to move back. Nice little back heel from Benzema out wide to Guarin, and you can see the numbers that I have on the opposite side. I took a look up, 3v1 on that left back. That is going to be a very, very easy play. And I probably should have picked my head up and tried to do something a little bit better with Evra right there. Nonetheless, rebound falls to Benzema. Nice close control. This guy, not the best tackler in the world. And this is a lot of left trigger, right, or well, not so much left trigger, right trigger, but left trigger to shield and left bumper for the close control. And we find our way weaving in 90th minute, 4-0, how this one is going to come to a close. And I tweeted out and I asked you guys if you wanted a longer episode because I could have easily ended it at this point and it would be, still be a kind of ish long episode. But we're going to do one more game. Because this team was fun to play with. I can now play my style that I like to play again, and I am a happy guy, all smiles on Ultimate Team. Feel like I can take my game to the opponent again which is fantastic. Over 60% possession is what I would expect to see in just about every game that I play with this team. And for those of you guys that are interested in seeing that Legends team that I'm going to use, I'll probably stream just after this goes live. So maybe in, well, actually, I don't know when this is going to go live. But make sure to just stay tuned to my Twitter. You'll know when I go live. And I'll probably use a lot of that Legends team because I really, really just enjoy the gameplay. This guy, False 9, is Dres Mertens. And I have been seeing a lot of False 9s lately. And it's because it is a strong formation. When it's played to its maximum potential. If you don't play it to its maximum potential and don't play to its strengths, you're not going to have a good time. Benzema, pace and strength right there. Close control. Nice bit of work. Going to lay this one back. Freddie Guarin overlapping near post OP. Give us a 1-goal lead. 38th minute, or 38th minute. Nice bit of work there from Guarin. One thing that works well with Guarin and Mvila is Mvila tends to hold back. Obviously, with the medium-high work rates, Guarin will kind of get up there and support the attack a little bit more. He does have high-medium, but because it's stay back while attacking, he doesn't get like ridiculously far ahead. If I'm having my CDM or one of my CDMs overlapping to the top of the box to look for a layback in a situation like that, I'm perfectly happy. If you looked at Mvila's position, he was about halfway between the end line and midfield, so it's a good spot to win and stop counters. Again, Guarin overlapping, terrible defending, doesn't clear it out. And we have a 2-goal lead going in at, well, what I thought would be a 2-goal lead going in at the half. And he gets a free kick here pretty much right away off kickoff. He ran down and got a silly foul, but Hernandez is a wonderful free kick taker, and he puts it away. And then he proceeded to watch all 3 replays, one of which you'll get to see because it was really, really a nice free kick. But I will say Hernandez is a very, very underused player. I would encourage you to go out and pick him up. 1,500 coins, and you get one of the most well-rounded midfielders in the game, in my opinion. 4-star skills, 5-star weak foot to go along with his other stats. He has 71 pace, which is perfectly fine if you're playing a slow style. Now, if you're trying to just LBA pass everywhere and get in behind and use a bunch of pace, then you're probably not going to enjoy him. But he gets into a good spot here. Little fake shot, first time. To change up the direction and get back inside. I probably could have gone to the end line and blasted it near post with his left foot because he does have 5-star weak foot. Regardless, taken down for a penalty just after the half. He's solid from penalties as well. So this is my new technique. I kind of count 1,000 up over to the left or up over to the right just a little bit because if they dive, it goes over them just like that. If they stand in the middle, it goes just to the side of them. And for the most part, I think it works pretty well. Now, the way to block it is to just shuffle your feet over and then hit right on the right stick. I thought it was unlucky not to spin inside with Menez right there, but regardless, taken down. Another penalty kick, 61st minute now. We're going to go ahead and give this one to Hernandez as well. Benzema's like, please, boss, I'm the striker. Let me get my goal tally up. But Hernandez is my set piece maestro. He's just a monster from all situations. I haven't scored a corner yet with this team, which is a little unfortunate because I think this team has a potential to do so. Benzema's decent in the air, and Barzali and Chiellini, they do okay as well. So I just got to figure out where they line up, and then I can start trying to target those out. So 4-1 going into the 90th minute, and we're going to go ahead and switch the field across. You can see the team sets up really, really well. Overlap from James right here, and it's one of the things that I like about this formation. You can go side to side and create a mismatch with one of your wingers getting into a bunch of free space, and it gives you the opportunity to take players on if you're confident, or it puts your opponent in a decision, or it puts your opponent in a place where they have to make a decision. Like there, that guy chose the wrong decision and brought his keeper out, which was pretty ambitious, but he was already pretty far behind. So I guess he thought, what do I have to lose? But that's going to be where this ends. He decides to rage quit, 90th minute. I don't get this. It just ruins your DNF modifier and you don't get the coin. So I'm not sure what his game plan was, but that's where we are going to come to a close of this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy a longer Saturday episode. There's a chance there might be something super late night tonight, but we'll see how I feel after I get done streaming. Other than that, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.